welcome to the University of Science and Computer Technology, STEKOM University in Semarang, Indonesia, for the webinar international event, How AI Could Save Not the Story Education. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Novita, and I will be hosting you for today's event. Now, let's please welcome our first special guest today. Welcome to the Honorable First Olena Andriiuk as a Ph.D. Associate Professor at the Department of Information Technology, Artificial Intelligence and Cybersecurity. And to the Honorable Dr. Attia Aman Ullah as a postdoctoral research, Faculty of Business and Communication. To the last, Mr. Jogatama Purhita, M.Ds. as a head of Visual Communication Design Department. And last but not least, also to the Honorable guest and audience today. Before we begin, I have a few housekeeping notes here. Today's session is being live streamed on Universitas STEKOM YouTube channel. And for today's event, we will start with Indonesia national anthems and continue with the opening speech by Dr. Teguh Santoso, represented by Mr. Adi Nugroho as a head computer graphic department from STEKOM University. And the next session, we will start with the main event presentation by our special guest today and continue with the Q&A session and take a picture for documentation, and last have for closing. Further, for the square of this morning agenda, we will sing our national anthems. For the operator today, you can start this session. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, first now we will invite to the stage the most responsible person for the conduction of this skill international event to give an opening speech from Dr. Adi Nugroho. The time is yours. Thank you. Your voice still mute.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Novita. Greeting to all honorable speakers from Ukraine, Malaysia, and Indonesia, and also the honorable all students and all participants in this webinar. Thank you very much for giving me floor. Right, in my pleasure to have a couple words at beginning of this webinar. My name is Adi Nugroho from Computer Graphic Department from STEKOM University. I am representing Dr. Teguh Santoso as our Rector. For a few words, because in today's session, our Rector cannot join this session because of some of his activity. First, I want to express my gratitude to International Office from National University of Food Technology from Ukraine, University Malaysia Perlis from Malaysia, and STEKOM University from Indonesia for organizing such network for events that are very useful for students from many countries. And then I would like to express my gratitude to all university employees who are involved in arranging this series of webinars with participation of experts from different countries. Artificial intelligence is now become a trend and booming its popularity in recent years because AI technology have a capability to solve complex problems, automate process and make a decision, and others complex things like mimic human capability. This makes a significant impact in our various industry and humanity sector, and that's including in education sector. In this webinar, we have some specialists and experts that will share their experience about the use of AI in higher education. In today's topic, how AI could save and not destroy education. Ladies and gentlemen, through this webinar, I hope we can get information about how AI could save and not destroy education. And finally, I wish you to enjoy the program today and get new knowledge from this webinar. Thank you and enjoy this event. Okay.
Thank you so much for the conduction, Mr. Adi Nugroho. And we will go to the main event today for our audience. If you have any question from the speaker, please add them to the chat and we'll be to answer some of the during the Q&A session after our presentation. And each presenter today will have about 30 minutes for the presentation. Now let's please welcome our first presenter, Olena Andriiuk, Ph.D. from the Ukraine. Yeah, for Miss Olena, the time is yours. Thank you.
Thank you for this meeting. Thank you that I have this opportunity to take part in this webinar. Thank you very much for the opportunity to take new knowledge and to meet new people. Our university is a National University of Food Technologies, but I work at the department of smart computer optimization of computer system, and we work with programmers and so with data technologies, not only food technology, but we have some best of practice in the industrial, in the factories for food technologies. And so today my report, I understand as I want to maybe tell about the main questions of today's discussion, how not only maybe destroy the education system, even to improve it using an AI, using artificial intelligence as a powerful means and tool for obtaining knowledge. I'm a mathematician by my education, so I would like to approach the issue from a logical point of view. Since logic is a universal tool that gives an understanding of how to think and what techniques to use to reach necessary conclusions, because our conclusions might be the main ideas and resources and tools for our next actions. That is, we will use logic as a main tool and to let the results of constructive thinking with work efficiency. Can I have opportunity to share screen? Yes. And share. Yes. Can I share my screen to show my presentation? Yes. Can you see it?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, thank you. I want to start my report, the famous saying of René Descartes, I think, therefore I exist. I think René Descartes is a famous mathematician and philosopher. Human thinking, as for me and for my understanding, involves complex cognitive process such as reasoning, problem solving, decision making, creativity, memory recall, imagination, and there are some difference with AI thinking. I somehow experiences when I asked AI, and I wanted to know the opinion of AI from this point of view. And our thinking exactly is different. And as generative AI progresses, I think now is the time to determine how to impact our future. Generative artificial intelligence is rapidly improving, and many have started questioning how it could impact work, business, our daily lives, impact on society, and how we can use these tools ethically in the workplace and classroom. What are regulations around the use of generative AI and generative AI's impact on our authorship, productivity, and the workplace? I want to open next slide. And in 1 moment, sorry, I can't open next slide. I don't know why. On the next slide, I would like to pay attention to some points of using AI. Oh, yes, okay. To some points of using an AI. Of course, there are advantages, but it's a pity there are dangerous moments that we must take order not to destroy the education system, but rather improve it. Some moments I use red color and white color, maybe some positive and advantages. It's white color, but maybe there will be some discussion about these moments. Learning aid. Many educators and students see AI as a valuable tool for learning. It can provide explanations, answer questions, and offer examples across a wide range of subjects. This can help students understand complex topics and reinforce classroom learning. Personalized learning. It can adapt to individual learning styles and places, providing a personalized learning experience. Students can explore topics at their own speed, and teachers can use too AI to supplement their teaching methods. And I think it's a very powerful tool for it. Next, efficiency and accessibility. AI can provide instant access to a vast amount of information, making it easier for students to research and understand various subjects. This can save time and broaden educational opportunities. And of course, language learning, because language is our tool for communication. It can assist in language learning by providing real-time language practice and explanations. And sometimes AI can give us some links which we can use later. But some dangerous moments, as for me, we must pay attention to it. It's human interaction, and for some moments, I tell for the next slides more detail. But human interaction. Some worry that an overreliance on AI could diminish the importance of human interaction in education, as face-to-face interactions with teachers and peers play a crucial role in the social and emotional development. Critical thinking. There are concerns that excessive reliance on AI could lead to a decline in critical thinking skills. Students might become dependent on finding immediate answers without engaging in deeper problem solving or analytical thinking. Ethical considerations. Educators need to teach students about the limitations and ethical use of AI. This includes understanding biases, evaluating sources of information, and being cautious about the potential manipulation of AI-generated content. And plagiarism and originality. There is a concern that students might misuse AI-generated content for plagiarism, potentially compromising the identity of their work. On this slide, I would like about human interaction in education and some dangerous moment from the first slide. Social and emotional development. As for me, interacting with peers and teachers, and it helps students to develop social skills, empathy, and emotional intelligence. These skills are crucial for effective communication, teamwork, and navigating social situations. Collaborative learning, group discussions, debates, and collaborative projects foster critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Students learn to consider different viewpoints, defend their ideas, and work together to find solutions. And that's very important as for me. Communication skills, effective communication, not only our thinking in silence, only when there is only I and my computer, and that's all. So effective communication is a cornerstone of learning. Interacting with others allows students to practice articulating their thoughts, asking questions, and seeking clarification. Feeding and reflection. Direct interactions provide immediate feedback from teachers and peers, which helps students refine their understanding and approach to learning. Discussions also encourage self-reflection and deeper understanding of topics. Cultural understanding. Interaction with a diverse group of peers exposes students to different cultures, perspectives, and worldviews, fostering a broader understanding of the world. And confidence building, participating in class discussions and presentations helps students build confidence in expressing their ideas and opinions. And what can we see as a result, for example, of lockdowns and lack of communications? We can see isolation, and isolation can impact motivation to learn and engage constructively with education materials. We can see limited discussion and debate. We can see reduced collaboration, tech dependency, and maybe limited cultural exposure. Nowadays, our country is now waging a very tough struggle for independence. I think, you know, we have a war with Russia for independence, for our dependence, and maybe for our physical existing in general. So our children, our students are often forced to study online, using only online technologies and online platforms. Part of our country is destroyed now. Much of the fighting is underway. During this time, we especially understood and began to appreciate the possibility of face-to-face learning and live communication, even if such training takes place in a shelter basement, yes, without the use of special technology. I say now only about face-to-face communication, without any technologies sometimes. But even so, we receive and share with our children, with our students, everything listed on this slide. And nowadays we understand, we really strong understanding that it's maybe it's the main important in our education of our people. And the result of our system of education now shows that our system is alive. Our people, our students, yes, our children can learn quickly and with very high quality. And it's important. Next, and some words about critical thinking. Critical thinking is a crucial skill for the education of youth because it empowers them to navigate an increasingly complex and rapidly changing world. Here are several reasons why critical thinking is important in education. There are a lot of points, but maybe very short about some of them. Effective problem solving. Critical thinking enables students to analyze problems, break them down into smaller components, and develop creative and effective solutions. This skill is essential for addressing challenges across various domains. Informed decision making. In an information-rich society, youth need to be able to relate different sources of information, distinguish between reliable and unreliable information, because now there are a lot of fakes and special information which not improve our education, and make informed decisions based on evidence. Analytic skills. Critical thinking fosters the ability to analyze and evaluate arguments, ideas, and evidence. This skill is essential for assessing the strengths and weaknesses of various perspectives and making well-reasoned judgments. Creativity and innovation. When students can think critically, they are better positioned to think outside the box, outside some lines, and to come up without innovative ideas and explore new solutions to existing problems. Effective communication. Critical thinking enhances communication skills as students learn to articulate their thoughts, ideas, and arguments in a clear and logical manner. This skill is important for both written and verbal communication, not only written, not only when I and my computer, yes. Self-reflection. Critical thinking encourages self-awareness and self-reflection. Students can assess their own beliefs, and assumptions leading to personal growth and a deeper understanding of themselves and others. Adaptability. The ability to think critically allows users to adapt the new situations, technologies, and the environment. This adaptability is essential in a world where change is constant. Lifelong learning. And it's so very important point, lifelong learning along our life, the whole our life. Critical thinking equips students with the skills to become lifelong learners. They're more likely to engage with new ideas, seek out knowledge, and continuously refine their understanding of the world. And we have some structures when our students can learn in our classroom, in our computer rooms, and they join to online platforms. We have some contracts with international platforms as Coursera and another, when our students have our official email, and they can join on the free base to this platform, and they can study when there are only they and their computers. So they can have opportunity to have extra knowledge, and I think it's normal and it's useful for them, and maybe sometimes it's useful for us, because they can ask us some maybe technical, difficult questions, interesting questions, because they study something themselves, and it does our wide of views more wider. And citizenship and engagement in democratic societies. Critical thinking is essential for active citizenship. It helps young people engage in meaningful discussions, participate in public debates, and make informed decisions as responsible citizens. Ethical decision making. Critical thinking helps youth consider the ethical implications of their choices and actions. They learn to weigh different ethical perspectives and make decisions that align with their values. Academic success. Critical thinking is closely tied to academic success. It helps students approach coursework with curiosity, engage deeply with the material, and excel in their studies. And problematic situations. Critical thinking, I think, equips youth with the skills to navigate challenges, conflicts, and moral dilemmas in both personal and professional context. And so overall, critical thinking is a foundational skill that support effective learning, personal development, and success in a rapidly evolving world. It empowers young people to engage critically with information, solve complex problems, and make informed decisions that contribute to their own growth and betterment of society as a whole. And I want to finish because we can tell about these points for a long time. Maybe when you will have some questions, I answer them. I want now to finish some saying of Novita, and the finishing philosophy and very clever person have the courage to use your own mind. So we have teach we must teach our students, our children, use their own mind and brain. We must learn the AI and use AI only as a powerful tool to take knowledge from it, and we can use it only as a resource of knowledge for us. And we and our students must understand that AI may give us some knowledge and we can use this knowledge, but our decision is only for us, not for AI. And so maybe more phrases: to make a reasonable choice, you must first know what you can do without. And your statements must be such that you can agree with all consequences that follow from them. I think AI won't think about consequences that follow from their phrases and information. It gives only facts, only some informations that you can find in the net, information that we can give it. But people are very different and there are different situations. Information can be very different for AI. So our main aim take results and the cake is consequences that follow from our decisions. Thank you. And about our main purposes. And I think every person has not only rights, but also duties. And so we must fulfill them, first of all. We must teach our students and our children about their duties. Now, the situation in our country shows it every day. And we have to be honest, we have to be responsible for our actions. So AI is a very well, but human responsibility is the best of all, is the main of our life. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. Maybe there are some questions. Yes, chat. For question.
Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation, Dr. Olena. And then we will go to the second speaker, Dr. Attia Aman Ullah from UniMAP. Yeah, for Dr. Attia, the time is yours. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Greeting respected advisors, honorable professors, and dear participants. I am Dr. Attia Aman Ullah. I am Assistant Professor Management Sciences in Assoc University, Islamabad, Pakistan. I am a postdoctoral researcher in University Malaysia, Perlis, and I have 5 years of research and teaching experience. And during my research time, I worked on organizational behavior, human resource management, and during my postdoctoral research, I'm working on organizational sustainability and corporate social responsibility. And this is my brief introduction. And now coming to our topic, which is how artificial intelligence could save, not destroy education. And now I will share my slides. Starting from artificial intelligence, there are different tools we can use in artificial intelligence, and that can help us in managing our education system. First of all, initially there was a myth that artificial intelligence can destroy education, but in reality, it just aids, it just complement our system, not just destroy. Because by using this, we cannot 100% relying on this system. We are just using, and like initially we were just for our lecture preparation, we need to go through thousands of hundreds of books, and then just we can prepare one single lecture. But by using artificial intelligence, we can summarize everything within minutes, within seconds. This just shortened our time. And now coming to the artificial intelligence tools, there are different tools like artificial intelligence tutoring system. We can use artificial intelligence tutoring system, which is by using the system, we can provide personalized adaptive learning experience to our students. They analyze students' information, students' performance can be analyzed by using this, and we can tailor the content to their individual needs, and they can take help by using artificial intelligence systems. And the next is chat groups and virtual assistant. By using AI-powered chat groups, these can provide instant support to students and provide information and assisting with the administrative tasks, such as improving the overall learning experience. And the next is automated grading and feedback system. And artificial intelligence use algorithms, and by using these algorithms, they can be used to automatically grade the assignments, tests, and quizzes, provide a quick and consistent feedback to the students. Previously, it was not possible because a teacher needs a lot of time and to check a test or assignment. But by using artificial intelligence system, we can just with a single click, we can just get the answer, and students can get a quick feedback, and also this is an aid to the teacher as well. The next is learning analytics. AI-driven analytics tools can analyze a vast amount of data to track the students' progress, identify learning patterns, and predict potential areas of difficulty. This information helps educators tailor their teaching methods and intervention. And next is language processing and translation tools. Artificial intelligence powered language processing tools can assist in language learning, providing real-time translation, pronunciation correction in language practice exercises. Because previously it was difficult to learn because we need to go to an institution to learn something. But by using artificial intelligence, we can use different system. By sitting in their home, maybe a student can just access the portal and then just can learn from there. And the next is content creation and personalization. Artificial intelligence can generate educational content such as quizzes, study guides, and lesson plans. It can also personalize learning material based on students' strengths, weaknesses, and learning style. Because every student have different approach. But they just assess based on their previous performance and then provide their solutions according to their capacity. And next is adaptive assessment platform. Artificial intelligence can create adaptive assessments that adjust the difficulty of questions based on student performance, provide a more accurate measure to their knowledge and skills. The next is artificial intelligence powered simulation and virtual reality. These technologies can create immersive learning experience, allowing students to explore complex concepts through simulation and virtual environments. Like simulation method helps us to experience a real-time thing. We are creating a real-time. Let's suppose aviation industry, they are using simulation-based method. They are just they are creating an indoor environment where students can learn, exercise, experience, like they can practice again and again to make themselves perfect before going to real assessment. Also, it's very useful for healthcare. Like the doctors cannot experiment on a patient for the first time. They just first go through the simulation method and then avoid their mistakes. And next is artificial intelligence, emotional recognition and student engagement. Artificial intelligence can analyze facial expressions and other cues to gauge the students' emotional states and engagement level, help the educators adjust the teaching strategies accordingly. The next is education data management. Artificial intelligence can streamline the administrative process by managing students' record, scheduling, resource allocation, and other tasks. This reduces the administrative burdens on the educators, because when educators have a free time, they can spend more time on the student instead of just managing their records and such things. These things are taking so much time of the educators. So now they can focus more on students by using artificial intelligence. And next is early intervention system. Artificial intelligence can identify students at risk of falling behind and dropping out based on their performance and behaviors, enabling educators to intervene and provide support. Because through artificial intelligence, we can store their pre-pass record. Previously, it was difficult to maintain because people were just doing like paperwork, and this was an extensive work to just if we want to generate a report of a student, of a single student, we need to go through all previous records and steps, and it was a lengthy time. But now with a single click, by putting information in a software, with a single click, we can just get the record, get their previous pattern of their performance. We can create different graphs. We can create different charts of their performance, and can just easily analyze that student is at what state, what type of help the student is requiring. So based on that, the teacher will provide the assistance to the students. And next is early intervention system. Artificial intelligence can identify students at risk of falling behind. This is already explained. And next is collaborative learning tools. Artificial intelligence powered tools can facilitate the collaborative learning by matching the students with similar learning goals and style, promoting teamwork and knowledge sharing. Because with this we can check their performance with the same pace. Those students who are going with the same pace, who have similar interests, we can analyze very easily, and we can just make a similar mindset in a one group, and the other one, or the student showing other type of interest in the second group, and it is easy for a teacher to manage all the students. And the next is robotics in education. Robotics equipped with artificial intelligence can serve as interactive teaching assistants, engaging the students in various subjects and activities. Yes, with robotics, we can also take the help of to guide the students. Next is skill development and job training. Artificial intelligence driving platforms can provide the skill-based training and professional development, aligning educational programs and industry needs. This is how artificial intelligence tools can work and help the students and also the educators to improve their performance and also to manage their what I can say their performance well. Next is application of artificial intelligence in education, how we can apply this. Like it helps in smart content creation. For example, with the help of artificial intelligence, the textbook will be split into small chunks of digestible guidelines, which can be easily readable and understandable. The next is personalized learning. Everyone like it based on their person, so we can just give a command and then get the right answer by typing a single keyword. We can just get go to our desired results. More specifically, artificial intelligence in education can adapt quickly to individual needs and deliver personalized learning methodologies and activities driven by the learners' interest. Then adaptive learning, tracking their academic performance, it modify the courses or its learning places. Then data accumulation. Using previous such queries, artificial intelligence can suggest the related content for the students. Like by following their previous interests, they can suggest more and more students get the more offers, and then their queries might be clarified very easily. And then next is virtual facilitator. Education sector, it can help being a visual facilitator. It can provide online help to the students. Like visual facilitators can think, act, and react to the students' queries and act as an assistant to the teacher. Like previously, teachers, they by using different software, they are feeding the information first, and then the student can access their information, whatever the queries they have, whatever like their doubts are, they are just typing the question and then getting the answer. So previously it was difficult because in a whole class, we cannot in this class of 100 students, we cannot provide like every student a one teacher. It's difficult to assign like 100 students to a batch of 100 students that they can have 100 teachers. It is very difficult thing for an education institution to provide. But by using a virtual facilitator or just virtual reality or like artificial intelligence tools, we can provide, the student can just type and then they can get the desired answer. The next is automated graders, and by using the robo graders, graders replace a part of grading systems, and human grader is always there for their assistant. Because there are like this robo graders, there are different software tools that can help in grading. They are just entering the soft content of a copy of a student's assignment or maybe their exam paper or something, and they just grade according to their content. They're just assessing their content, and then within few within few minutes their answers are there. And the next is chat campus and chat boots. The chat boot collect the students' opinion through a dialogue interface. If it is a real time, it is a real interview, and look for the reason for the valid opinion. They are just collecting through a chat boot. They just initiate a topic of discussion, and then different people discuss on that, giving their opinion, and then there is a high pool of information. People can later access those information, and based on that, we can also draw some opinion that what is the crux of that discussion. So this is also another, like the people across the world, this is not a just we do not need to sit on a single place that everyone just go physically to that place. Now people throughout the world can participate in a chat discussion. Like even in this session, we are like gathering from different parts of the world. We are just sharing our opinion, and this is just a tool of knowledge sharing. This is also a tool of like artificial intelligence. The proctoring by artificial intelligence system enables the authenticity of the like student content exams and prevent cheating. So this it will be like beneficial for the institution. Easy. It provides an ease to just monitoring the students and then during the exam and such a thing. And the next is the use of artificial intelligence in education also includes that it helps in first of all to classroom behavior management. Like there are different softwares. By using those, we can manage the student like behavioral management, like real-time monitoring, parental communication, and personalized feedback to facial recognition, emotional recognition, and voice analysis. By using like in the smart classroom, even parents can participate in that. They can see what type of info like learning their students are getting, sorry, their children are getting from the class. And also they can also give then after that they can give their own opinions. And by using the facial recognition and such thing, it is easier for the management and for the staff to that the same student is there. There is if someone is absent, someone is present, everything we can just, there are different softwares like Class Dojo and Skidball and Teachment. There are different, many others are there. These are just few examples. Next is gamification learning engagement. Like artificial intelligence makes it easier for a teacher to teach the students in a just game in a gaming manners, like intelligent tutoring, automated content generation, and intelligent game design. There are different examples of such a softwares are like Blocket is and Quizless and Quizzy. There are many others that provides such environment that we by using that we just playing students can learn a lot. The next is staff scheduling and management, and this is an automated scheduling and skill matching, real-time updates, workload balancing, and compliance monitoring, integration and with HR system. So this also helps the staff in scheduling their things. Just it is easier to maintain. Just you are just placing the things and you can get all the like your timetable and everything in a single interface. The next is assessments, automated assessment, like automated scoring, adaptive testing, behavioral and facial analysis, bias detection, plagiarism detection. These are all the like supports to the education system. Next is transportation management, maintenance. This is predictive maintenance, automated tasks, decision support, and remote monitoring and international Internet of Things and sensors. These are all the things that can be that we can enjoy with the use of artificial intelligence. The next is cyber safety and security management. And so this helps in security threat detection, the vulnerability management, and security analytics and reporting. These are all the helps you can get by using artificial intelligence. And what type of help it can provide us in higher education. First of all, there are different software that can help. Previously, it was difficult to get the plagiarism, like the similarity of the content. But now, with a single click, we can just in just 1 minute or 2 minutes, we can get the similarity index. Either we have this much in the similarity or not. Where we copied our student copied the material. Just very easily we can detect by using different softwares and artificial intelligence tools. The next is exam integrity by facial recognition and proctoring the content monitoring, and then biometrics and data analytics. We can manage our exams very well. because it is difficult to just go and ask one whereas the student recognition is not just easy by simple. When they enter, they just enter their do the biometric, enter their thumbprints, maybe the face, they use facial recognition softwares, and then only then student can enter in exam hall. So it is easier for the examination department to manage their students. And the next is chat groups for enrollment and retention. It provides information, students stay on track, personalized guidelines, application assistance, notification, reminders, and virtual campus too. Because every student, when they go to an institution, this is their like their wish that they can they can have a virtual tour, that what type of institution they are going in next. So it will artificial intelligence can help them to get, by sitting in their home, they can visit many, like 3, 4, 5 institutions, and then choose based on their own choices. It also another thing is while just applying for just uploading any application, we are facing many problems. But students are facing many problems, and by using different chat groups, they can. These are very interactive chat groups. They just enter their query that this type of problem they are facing now, and they can get within few minutes. They can get just their answer, and then they can go along. Because sometimes we stuck while doing something, and then we get annoyed, and then we leave that thing. So artificial intelligence help in this a lot. And then learning management system, it is a personalized, it can provide personalized learning, automated assessments, intelligent reporting, sentiment analysis, and learning analytics, predictive analysis. These are analysis we can get by using artificial intelligence. And then academic research. This is automated literature review. Yes, by using it with a single click, now we can analyze a lot of literature. With a single click, we can get a whole report from either Scopus database, from Google Scholars, or anywhere. With a single click, we can get all the record of our previous paper. But previously, without using these artificial intelligence or latest technologies, it was not possible. We need to go through one by one. We need to read each and every line of the paper, and then we get to a conclusion. But the artificial intelligence is saving, we can say, as it helps a lot. Analyzing the next is analyzing the student success matrix. It helps in tracking the progress and behavioral analytics, and also social network analysis, adaptive testing. Everything we can do by using artificial intelligence, and then we can like draw our opinion based on that. If someone is performing, what type of behavior someone is having, what type of progress that person is having. So it is easier for a teacher to to judge a student's performance. There are some basic artificial intelligence tools for researchers. We can discuss about that. First, we will start from statistical analysis softwares. The first one is Excel. We can use Excel, and previously it was difficult, but one by one we need to go through a lengthy procedure to analyze it. But by using Excel, we just enter our data in a sheet, and then by using different software, we can analyze very easily. We can draw our opinion about something, some data, and maybe about some company's progress, maybe about the students' progress, maybe about institution's progress. The next is SPSS by IBM. It is a widely used software for statistical analysis, data visualization, and reporting. We can do by this. And then next is the Smart PLS. This is used by, this is the most famous software in primary research, in management research, and it helps in primary data analysis for quantitative research. And the next is data. It is a popular choice for data analysis and manipulation, particularly in economics and social science. And the next is R. It is a versatile programming language for statistical computing and graphics. next is qualitative data analysis. To do a qualitative data analysis, we can use NVivo and MaxQDA, and these are the softwares. These can help analyzing the data. And the next is a survey and questionnaire tools. We can use by using artificial intelligence. There are two methods. Either we can just physically write on a paper and then distribute by hand. But by using the artificial intelligence tools, by sitting here, maybe in a one country, we can send our like questionnaire to a whole world, anywhere across the world. We can just get the data from there. There are softwares like Quiltrix and the Survey Monkey. These softwares can help us in collecting the data, in distributing the questionnaire throughout world. We can get data from here. And the next is literature review and references management. There are different softwares like Zotero and EndNote. These are supporting in managing our literature and also maintaining the bibliography, creating bibliographic and saving the references. And the next is documentation preparation. There are different softwares like Microsoft Word and LaTeX. These can help in documentation preparation. And next is presentation. There are different software related to presentations like Microsoft PowerPoint, Prezi, and the next is communication and collaborations we can do by Microsoft Teams, Slack, and Zoom, and many things we can use. And the next is data analysis and business intelligence. There are Google Analytics and SAP Business Objects. And then for the simulation modeling, we can use AnyLogic and Simulate. These are the most famous software being used for doing simulation. Next is role of artificial intelligence in education. This is the model how artificial intelligence works in education sector. Like first, here's artificial intelligence, and by different actors like intelligent tutors, intelligent tuty, and intelligent learning tools, and policy making advisors. This is how we like education application. Now this is the application of artificial intelligence tools. And now further dissecting this, and this is the intelligent tutors. This could be the largest category of the like AID application, and those are intelligent tutor systems adopted personalized learning system or recommendation system belong to this category. And this is basically examples of similar intelligent tutoring systems. Like it includes cognitive tutors that are developed in supporting tutoring, like for example mathematics and science, and like auto tutors. They can get help from such tools. And in the dialogue based tutors that supports learning of physics, computer literacy, and critical thinking. And like the more recent example of such assessment that combines features of intelligent tutoring with assessment. So these are like they are getting the real-time feedbacks when they are applying such tools. They are getting real-time feedbacks, and it helps the teachers on their assignments. Next is intelligent tutors. Most likely artificial intelligence is being used by the our students. They are using artificial intelligence to say and getting support by the student from. And now in intelligent tutoring systems, and in this category we rarely seen, since most artificial intelligence based education systems generally focus on helping learners rather than providing opportunity to encourage learners to serve as a tutor or advisor. Like in the intelligent tutoring, our teachers can just go to different chat groups and using different tools. They are learning like what type of question their students can ask. They are getting that type of information, and this is how, and then they solve those queries. And when they go to the to their student, it is easier for them to answer their questions, because by using such tools, they already know, they already explored a lot what type of questions a student can, what type of queries can become to the mind of a student. So this is how intelligent tutoring works. And the next is intelligent learning tools are the partners. From the perspective of constructivism and student-centered learning, the provision of intelligent learning tool are a partner is an important issue. That the device can help learning collect, analyze the data in efficient, effective ways, enabling them to focus a critical point of a higher order thinking. Like these by using these tools, a teacher can get an idea what type of how we can analyze analyze the data, how we can edit a document, how it has been calculating the answers. And so this is how these tools are supportive to the our either our tutors, and also it is supportive for the tutees. And the few examples are traditional mind tools such as concept mind mapping, help learners to organize knowledge by connecting the relationship between concepts in a passive manner. Next is policy making advisors. Artificial intelligence techniques have implied in inform and guide development of policy laws in the recent year. Therefore, it is possible and feasible to develop policy-making advisors for policy building in education. With the help of artificial intelligence technologies, policymakers can more precisely understand and trend the problem in education setting from both micro and macro perspectives, which can help them build and evaluate effective educational policy. Because previously, it took a lot of time to just going to reach at the policy making, because previously people were just afraid of using these tools, because they were thinking maybe with the passage of time these tools can replace our jobs, but in reality, how I explained in the previous slide, in reality these are just providing support, these are just aiding, these are just making it easier for us to move forward. Like I heard in the past time, to complete a a PhD degree, or writing a research paper, the students were taking a lot of time, maybe years, to complete a single paper. But now, like within a month, maybe we can build, if we just by floating on online forums, we can just collect the data in just with Survey Monkey. Maybe within a week we can get a data from whole population. So it is easier for us to move forward now, to maintain our things in a shortest period of time. So this is how things are working. And now we have so many policies about this. Every country is having different policies about using artificial intelligence in a supportive way. And that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much for Dr. Attia for the presentation. And then we will go to the last speaker, Mr. Edi Jogatama Purhita. For Mr. Edi, the time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honorable the Rector of STEKOM University or his representative, Your Honorable webinar speakers, dear all the participants. I am Edi Jogatama Purhita, Head of the Visual Communication Design Study Program in STEKOM University. I will present material entitled opportunities for using artificial intelligence in education, ChatGPT case study. Next. In November 2022, an artificial intelligence research laboratory, named OpenAI in United States, has released a chatbot application called ChatGPT. This machine is a natural language processing technology capable of responding to human questions in the form of text referred to as prompt typed into the application. Okay, next. What amazed many people was the answer given by ChatGPT looked well structured. The relationship between words or sentences are coherent and accuracy is quite good. Able to remember previous conversations, even by using the right prompt technique, a scientific article or even a book can be produced in a much shorter time than conventional method. Okay, next. Seeing ChatGPT before, yes, okay. The ChatGPT chat application has until now been controversial because it can answer all of someone's question by simply typing a question to them through the applications. Many students use it to able to get answer to problem in their homework that are given by their teachers. Many educators see the presence of GPT chat as a threat in terms of creativity, innovation, and decrease it in student motivation to read subject matter. Okay, next. Seeing ChatGPT ability to produce well-structured writing, the Board of Education reacted. The Los Angeles Unified School District is blocking access to the OpenAI ChatGPT website on the network and device of schools in their district on December 2022. This action is followed by the network New York City Department of Education at the end of December 2022 by doing the same for school in their area. Okay, next. The reason for the ban put forward are the use of ChatGPT does not support students in building problem solving and critical thinking skills as capital towards academic and long life success. Okay, next. And the question is how to maximize the benefit of using ChatGPT in education while addressing the existing challenge. Okay. ChatGPT features. ChatGPT feature an AI artificial intelligence system that has the function of connecting for or interacting in text-based conversation. Okay. How to use it quite easy. You can start by inputting one of or several questions, and then AI will share relevant answer. In addition, GPT chat also has other capabilities which can correct their inaccurate answers. Next. ChatGPT can use for various purposes, such as translating language, creating original text, helping programmers work on solving code problems, redefining a concept in a simple form, making draft or even article outlines, and other capabilities that can make the user work easier. Next. ChatGPT function. ChatGPT can help customer service work. Today business what has used a lot of GPT chat to serve the customers. They will combine the company customer service application with OpenAI. Next. Okay. Before number two. I mean number two. Next before slide. Yeah. Creating before. Yeah. Okay. Number two. ChatGPT functions providing recommendation or suggestion, just like human. ChatGPT can also share suggestion or recommendation regarding the list movies, outfit, or nearby place to eat that can be visited at any time. AI technology will share and review the preference and needs of its users. Number three, increase productivity. ChatGPT that is used optimally can increase the productivity of its users. This is because the AI system share all the information and answer that the user will need a matter of seconds. Number four is helping the education sector. ChatGPT can also be used in educations, especially for teacher and student can access various information with the help of this artificial intelligence technology, for example, answering a math problem. Number five, doing automated conversations. The next function of ChatGPT, which is no less interesting, is being able to have automated conversations. User can start asking various kind of questions, then AI will answer them like a conversation with humans. Number six, providing various kinds of information, although limited information is shared until 2021. User can find various types of information easily through AI technology. You can ask questions and AI will answer according to the appropriate questions. However, it is known that information shared by AI is up to 2021 only. This means that users do not get the latest information, such as asset price forecast or weather prediction. AI cannot answer. Next. Advantage of ChatGPT. Number one, fast response. ChatGPT can provide all the answer a user need in just a few seconds. This capability was deliberately created to be more responsive. Number two, can filter negative requests. Another advantage of this product is that it can sort out inappropriate user requests. For example, how to bully other people. ChatGPT will detect such this bad and refuse to provide answer to its users. Not only that, the system will also explain the bad things about this action. Number three, be able to use natural grammar. ChatGPT was created to share and provide answer using natural or human-friendly language. The language they use in answering or providing information will be easy to understand, so that user can interact with human as usual. Number four, the last, query sensitive, so that the answers are precise. ChatGPT is very sensitive to adjustment. So user can ask different questions but with the same meaning. Okay, next. Lack of ChatGPT. Number one, has limited understanding. In contrast to humans who have the ability to research valid information from various sources, ChatGPT can only provide responses according to the user questions. Therefore, even though this feature can provide answer according to user needs, human supervision and intervention are still needed. Not human supervision and intervention are still needed. Number two, haven't been able to save creative workers. As previously explained, one of ChatGPT capability is content creation and copywriting. Even so, creating content and copywriting is not easy to composing text. This is because the ability to avoid duplication, apply empathy, variety, and emotion in text is still one of important things in creating contents. This is so that the resultant content or copywriting can be personalized according to the target audience. Therefore, this robot is very likely to be used as an additional tools when working. However, human creativity has not been replaced by AI. Number three, answers are not always correct. Answers are not always correct. The next drawback of ChatGPT is in terms of answer accuracy. This robot is trying to understand many things sourced from internet data. Therefore, it is possible that the information obtained is inaccurate. This will certainly affect the response that there may be an error in the answer. For this reason, it is important for you to continue to verify all answers from this chatbot. Number four, not able to distinguish fact and opinions. Again, because ChatGPT is trained on internet data, in some cases, the platform is unable to distinguish between fact and opinion. Therefore, as a user, you must keep checking the answer and not swallow the information from the robot raw. Number five, requires the stable internet network. The last drawback of ChatGPT is that require a stable internet network. To access it, you need an internet network. Make sure your internet network is stable so that the robot can work optimally. Because if internet network is bad, then this chatbot will display a lot of bugs and cannot provide the answer you expect. Okay, next. Use of ChatGPT and education. One, personalized learning. ChatGPT enable personalization of learning by adapting learning materials and methods according to individual needs. Students can interact directly with ChatGPT to get additional explanation, answer question, or get instant feedback. This helps each student understand the material better and provides guidance that is relevant to their level of understanding. Number two, accessibility and affordability. The use of ChatGPT in education increase the accessibility for education for those who are skillfully and geographically limited. With this technology, students can access educational service without distance or physical presence restriction. In addition, using ChatGPT as a learning tool can also be more affordable alternative to traditional resources, such as textbook or personal tutors. Number three, interactive learning resource. ChatGPT can serve as an interactive learning resource that helps students understand the material better. Students can ask ChatGPT question, seek additional explanation, or get clearer examples. In some cases, ChatGPT may also provide interactively learning material, for example, through multiple choice or interactive exercise. Number 4, chat task assistance and problem solving. ChatGPT can assist students in solving assignment or problems they face. Student can ask questions related to their assignment. It get step-by-step advice or instruction, or ask for help solving complex problems. This can improve student ability to solve problems independently and gain a deeper understanding. Okay, next. Use ChatGPT and research. Number 1, the use of ChatGPT and research makes it easy to search of common data instantly. Summarizing, so search will bring up pros and cons. Supporters will say that ChatGPT can be used to find various reference sources, while those who do not agree with this use will say that the use of AI-based device can lose the essence of the research process and can threaten the work of researchers. Number 2, ChatGPT is also not very effective for type of research that require quantitative data in the form of surveys with a smaller scope. Like for example, we ask for opinion of certain university students regarding a case that is currently viral, or blue type data for all employers in a particular institution. However, ChatGPT can still be used to search of data that is still global or general and has been stored in the ChatGPT database itself. Number 3, may cause problems regarding the validity and reliability of data. Because ChatGPT relies on data available on the internet, the information provided may not always be accurate, verified, or up to date. This can negatively impact the quality of research that depend on accuracy and reliability of the data. Number 4, cannot replace the role of contributions of researchers. Quality research involves a critical thinking process, appropriate methodological design, rigorous data collection, and in-depth analysis. ChatGPT does not have the ability to replace human intelligence and experience and carry out these processes. Number 5, it is necessary to pay attention to aspect privacy and data security. Use ChatGPT and research may involve the transmission of sensitive or confidential data, and the real risk that information could be stolen or misused. Therefore, it is important to adopt proper security measures and consider strict privacy policy on the use of ChatGPT in research. Closing, next. Okay. Next, closing. Okay. The use of ChatGPT in education can change the way students learn and broaden their access to knowledge and guidance. However, it is important to remember that the use of this technology also can challenge, such as data security and privacy, limitation in reasoning and understanding context, and integration with existing education system. Therefore, it is necessary to carry out continuous research and development to maximize the benefit of using ChatGPT in education while addressing the existing challenges. Next. In general, the use of ChatGPT in research has the potential to facilitate several aspects of research, such as data search, information summarization, and reference finding. However, there are weaknesses and challenges that need attention, include limitation in understanding the context, data reliability, reliance on internet source, and change the role of the researchers. It is important to use ChatGPT as a research tool not a substitute for a comprehensive and methodological research process involving the contribution of knowledgeable and experienced humans. Next. Okay, finish. Thank you. Back to Novita.
Thank you so much for Mr. Eddie. And for all participants, if you have a question from the speaker, please add them in the chat or you can raise your hand. For first question, we have some question from audience in the YouTube. This question for our speaker. This is from Dia Rahmi. How could AI save the education and not destroy the education with the multicultural language and also the society wisdom of every regional area? Thank you. Maybe from Dr. Attia, Dr. Olena, and Dr. Eddie will answering first. Is it okay? I'm ready. Read the question in the Zoom chat also.
Can you repeat the question?
I'm already read in the Zoom chat, Miss. Maybe from Dr. Attia will answer for first question.
Okay, maybe I first answer that question, Novita. Okay. We can develop or design an AI powered education solutions. It's possible to harness the potential of AI while ensuring that education remains a sort of cultural enrichment or linguistic diversity and society wisdom for learners. AI must develop that respect and celebrate diverse culture, language, or identity. We can incorporate content from a wide range of cultures and perspectives into education material. So students also can study multicultural and many perspectives with various content in educational material in AI. And language for language support. A student can learn other language so they can know other cultures. AI can develop to assist in language translation, also transcription, or understand the text with different language. We can know other cultures with understanding their language. Can study different linguistic background. So student can use EI helps as tool to help other language more effectively, so they can study other culture, or they can know their culture with content education material. And the role of teacher support is very important, because teacher can assist in various tasks, not only as creating administrative, and also generating insight from student data, to develop opportunity to effectively EI tools in teaching practice. And preservation of social wisdom important. We can collaborate to develop content, collaborate with local expert, so they can explain, can give information on the culture and local wisdom to develop the educational content that can reflect the cultural heritage. And this is my my opinion. Thank you, Novita.
Thank you for Dr. AT. Maybe from
I
the
want to add
speaker.
something.
Yes.
I want to add something. Actually, when we go to multicultural any country or maybe any society, there are different type of cultures. So they have different languages. They have different. So artificial intelligence is actually providing overview of every culture. Like previously, it is difficult to know about one sect, and the second sect have maybe different language, maybe they have different lifestyle, maybe different thing. By using different artificial intelligence tools, we can get the maximum information. This is our duty as a teacher, to guide the students how they can use that information. Artificial intelligence is just providing the guideline, the basic thing. They are providing information, a lot of information. Previously, we have a limited information, limited access to the information, but it, broadens that area. So this is the duty of like educators or a teacher, to just to guide the students, to provide them a roadmap where to go, which information is suitable for them and which is not. So the role of teacher is still there. We have to guide them. We have to provide them a solution. So this is my answer. This is how this is for a language, for a culture, for a society, everything. The artificial intelligence is useful for everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for answering. And then we have the question from Mr. Henki. Does AI competence with the lecturer or educator industry? Thank you.
Between the lecture or
Maybe from Dr. Olena or Dr. Attia and Dr. Eddy will answering first for the question of Mr. Henki.
Competitive director. So okay, I answer this question. In industry and education, we can optimize use EI like before I talk. EI can be used for various purposes, for educational or industry, to problem solve industry or educational program. EI capabilities can use can make the user for work easier. They can increase the capability, knowledge, and they can use an industrial, for example, to use and customer service. EI can help to customer service work. EI can increase productivity. We can make outline to develop outline of our idea with tools help EI tools. With EI tools, we can also increase our productivity also. So providing various kind of information in education or in industry, EI can providing various kinds of information. Yeah, although limited information, but it can have common and many information we need in education or interactive learning processes, and task assistant and get problem solving. So in education or industry, EI is can useful to increase productivity. Okay, it's my answer.
Thank you for answering. I hope this answer very clearly, maybe from Dr. Olena or Dr. Attia.
I want to add.
I wrote the question into the chat.
From Mr. Henki, does AI compete with the lecturer or educator industry, or does AI support education process as well the student? Thank you. As well as the student.
I want to add one thing. Students are always like getting support from they are not sorry. The question is, does artificial intelligence compete with lecturer education industry? So there is no competition. This is just support we are getting from artificial intelligence. There is like some medium. We are the one who are feeding the initial information, and then the different artificial intelligence tools are processing that information. We are the source who are providing, either these are students, either these are our lecturers, our staff, our like industry. That is the basic source that is provided that information, and the artificial intelligence is basically collecting that information and then managing it very well. That is a supportive tool. Let's suppose previously we were using books when there was no such system. We were using like different books. Before that, we were writing maybe on different tools, maybe on animal skin or something. So that was our source. That was the medium where we were storing that information. And later, with the passage of time, there comes computer is get in different artificial systems, different tools, different softwares that are just refining the system, that are providing more accurate information that we already stored. Now we have a big access to the data. So this is also, this is just support. They cannot, I think they cannot replace us or just compete. We are the one who are just feeding initially. Thank you.
Thank you for Dr. Attia. Maybe from Dr. Olena. Mr. Henki, Dr. Olena is asking, how do you control using of AI by your student? How about your question?
Well, may I justify the question? I mean, the first question is, does AI compete? Compete is mean there are some tasks of lecturer may be replaced by AI in the future. Maybe that's a simple question. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think AI cannot replace the teacher or workers, because like Mrs. Olena explained that we have critical thinking. We can evaluate information critically. That's ChatGPT have limited information as now. Men can develop with their experience and creativity, develop more information with the knowledge, developing knowledge and experience. And we are in problem solving. We must validate the informations that ChatGPT need verification. ChatGPT cannot verify the accurate of the information. It can nor does it have the capability to access external sources to confirm fact. Human can verification with many different resources or fact, and can with the critical thinking to understand to understanding or consciousness. AI generate response based on patterns in data rather than genuine comprehensive. So AI, in my prediction, it cannot replace human. Maybe it's I have answered this question, Mr.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for answering. And then we will go to the next question. This is from Miss Siti Mutia. So ChatGPT is not always good to be used in education based on the weakness or using ChatGPT. How to eliminate the risks in using ChatGPT? Thank you.
Ms. Olena, maybe you can answer that question.
Maybe, thank you. In my laboratory, I said that we can use AI, so and ChatGPT only as a tool, and we can make decision only ourselves. So I think this question maybe it isn't very right statement that ChatGPT isn't always good to be used in education basis. We can use it, but we must make decision only ourselves, and we have understand consequences and results of our actions when this action is based on the information based on this chat. We can ask questions, but we can analyze the answers. Nowadays, maybe due to the situation in our country, we know a lot about fake information now. And ChatGPT is a chat which learns only on that information which we give it. Only it. And now my students have some experiments when they took some blocks of information, gave this information to ChatGPT, and asked it if it gave this information. And sometimes they got positive answers. So sometimes this ChatGPT can take answer if this information is from it. At one moment, and I talked about that we are, the teachers, can control our students. In our university, we have some resources, some platform. On this platform, we can download information from students, the reports, their diploma works, text work, and we check this work for the plagiat, and we can on the basic if the ordinary question or the full question control our students. No, I think maybe it's only my opinion. So we have to teach them be honest. Maybe so.
Okay, thank you for answering. And then the last question, this is from Mr. Suharso. To what extent can information and knowledge be valid in AI, and how to overcome the misuse of AI concerning hoax? Thank you.
I maybe answer the before question.
Yes, go ahead, Doctor.
Yes, teacher cannot just give up using GPT chat or AI tools in education and depend on student on the information there. Student must be able to explain their understanding by means of presentation, expressing their ideas. Teachers also can develop critical thinking and verifying the correctness of information from various sources. They can discuss with other students to make collaborative learning, so student can understanding and collaborating with the other studying to understand the information or to study or to increase their critical thinking and verifying the information. And education is not only cognitive or knowledge. Teacher also in not only knowledge, not only skill, but attitude or ethical and characteristic building in the student. We cannot only use tools. AI tools is like only book, or other media. That's different media. In education, we can also develop responsibility. We can develop ethical skill or building character building. That's fosters a generation of students who can shape and influence the responsibility development of AI. It's my answer.
Thank you. Yeah, maybe for the last question from Mr. Suharso from Dr. Attia, maybe we'll answer.
Which question?
The last question from Mr. Suharso. To what extent can information and knowledge be valid in AI, and how to overcome the misuse of AI or concerning hoax? Thank you.
think as per my understanding, the basic thing is in any artificial intelligence forum like ChatGPT or whatever, they are explaining whatever the data or information we are initially providing. There is a database, they like the previous information they gathered, and then based on that information, maybe it is like not possible for the ChatGPT or some other tool to what I can say is to skim that information based on that it is right or wrong. They cannot just separate based on that. This is ours, like human skill. We can just think, and then they are based on our previous information. Either we feed it initially, maybe it was wrong, maybe it was right. Based on that, they can just answer whatever the question we are asking. So for that, this is the human input. Human can just based on their cognitive skill, their human skill, their own thinking, their own knowledge. Based on that, they can separate the right and wrong. So initially we can use this forum to get the information, to get the basic idea. Then this is our duty, this is our role to analyze that either this information is right or based on different theories, different perspectives. We have to analyze this later. First, we get the input from any artificial intelligence sources, and then analyze that based on our own skills. So this is the combination of both. This is how we can avoid the any like the bad thing or something or something wrong. We cannot 100% rely on any artificial source. We can take help from them, but we cannot 100% rely on that source. This is my understanding.
I answer. Validity of information and knowledge in AI, it's determined by the quality of data used to train AI models, and the process is the processes in place that ensure accuracy. Number one is data quality and sources. Use reputable data and diverse sources. Student must sure that quality of data and comparison of different sources. They can get diverse sources of data, not only one source data. Now we can use an internet. You cannot only use ChatGPT. You must compare the data from scholar scientific journal. ChatGPT cannot access the scientific data in Google Scholar. It cannot access. You must compare, so that the information is accurate, not hoax. You fact checking. Fact checking. Student can fact checking, so they can different it's hoax or it's high quality data, good information. They must fact checking and verification. We cannot use one source. For example, student use making article with one source only. It's the same answer. All students use one source. It's maybe can we can detect the same answers. So verification fact and checking is important. And we can use transparency and transparency resources. We can check with plagiarism tools, plagiarism checking tools, and student must can explain where they get the information, the source of information. Citation is important. Citation, so we can tracing the good information and or validated and verification information is important. I think that's my answer. Okay.
Sorry, can I add something? Yes. Yes. Thank you for the very interesting discussion. But I think now we can talk a lot of about resources, information, ChatGPT as a book. Yes. But I think only every information from this chat can be processed. Yes, students and we and teachers, students, our children must understand that is only resources. Yes, only information. This information is sometimes real, but sometimes it might be unreal, or it cannot be based on known facts. Sometimes ChatGPT, if the question isn't formulated clear, then information sometimes give information as a flow of information, and we don't know from what facts it is based on. And it is often the more clear questions, the more clear there is this information from this chat. But students or young children not always understand it. Sometimes they try to give this information as their own ideas. And I think it's our duty to control them in this, to give them some ethical rules, and maybe on some periods of their lives, control them and study them to be honest, only in it. This information they get from this ChatGPT or other resources shouldn't be passed off as own, only the quote. And they can understand importance of these quotes. If the idea isn't his or her, they must understand it and use it only as general information, as a resource. Because there are sometimes trying of use somebody's ideas as own. And I think it's important to control maybe only it. And study our children, be honest, and have ethical principles. Only from this opinion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for answering. I think it's very clear answer from Professor. I think we don't have no more question again. Yeah, before I close this event, we will go to the next session. Before we close this session, let us take a photo together. So everyone, please open your camera. Let's take a picture. I will take a picture on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Thank you for your keen cooperation. Finally, we come to the end of the webinar today. We would like to repeat thanks to all speakers for their excellent information. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. We hope this information will be beneficial for our audience. And I hope we can meet again at another event in the future. Also, I would like to thank all participants for attending this webinar and making this even more interesting. At last, we hope to have more collaboration in the future. The webinar for today and here. We hope to see you soon. Thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye.
Thank you, Mrs. Attia, Mrs. Olena.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone for
Everyone,
everything.
for all participants, thank you.